Aloha, everyone. Sylvan Bell coming to you live from Honolulu, Oahu. It is February 26, 2015, 5:52 in the afternoon. And we're talking about a form of sales sabotage that I see consistently, and I just don't understand it. So this happens with me, this happens with some of my friends that are trainers, and we talk about this a lot. So we'll take somebody through a high-level process and we'll teach them everything that they need to know for them to be good at whatever job that they're doing. So I train a lot of heating and air conditioning technicians and plumbers, and I have processes put in place, and I'll train these guys, and we'll do like 2 days of training or a week worth of training, or I'll do one-on-one coaching, and I'll ask them, hey, how's everything going? When I do a follow-up phone call, and they'll go, well, this is like the conversation that like my stomach starts just like, right? And I start turning into the Incredible Hulk inside. Well, I tried it once and it didn't work for me. All right, so they tried it once and it didn't work for them, okay? So, you know, have to talk to them, say, hey, look, you know what? That's not how this process works. If you only went to the gym once, you can't go from benching like 100 pounds to 400 pounds in one day. It just doesn't happen. But there's a couple reasons why salespeople are afraid to try new processes, and one of them is rejection. It's a new form of rejection for them. It's just a way that they've never been rejected before, and even though the rejection's uncomfortable, it's a new form of being uncomfortable, and they don't want to take it, okay? So that's number one. Number two, they don't want to look dumb, especially if it's something that's uncomfortable for them to say. Right? They're like, they don't want to ask a tough question. So like I have a thing called a tech takeaway for technicians, and like a lot of times technicians will tell me, like, first time I did it I was scared out of my mind, and I got to tell you, the first time that I did the tech takeaway I was scared out of my mind as well. But because it's uncomfortable territory, they choose not to do it because it's like a higher level of rejection. And then the third level is because they have no real level of accountability. So I don't understand this. A company will pay me a good amount of money to come out and train their people, but yet they never make them put themselves through never make their guys go through the process that they teach. They just kind of have me come out and like, here, be our dancing monkey. We're gonna pay you a pile of money, and then like go do what you gotta do. And then like when I do my follow-up, once again, I'm like, how are your guys doing? Oh, they're doing all right. Well, are they following the process? Not really. Why not? Oh, well, they don't really like it. I'm like, well, who signs the checks, right? Now, in order for you to be successful at whatever you do, and it doesn't matter what type of sales you're in, there's gotta be a process that you follow. And you gotta know that in the beginning, everything is uncomfortable, right? The questions are difficult, the process is difficult, but you gotta power through it and get used to it. And remember that sales is conversational, just like we're talking right now. I'm sharing some things with you. I'm not talking at you, I'm not talking down to you. We're just talking back and forth. But just know that all these things about rejection tend to cause salespeople to not do what they know that they need to do in a sales process, and it creates a whole bunch of challenges. It creates a lot of sales that weren't made, a lot of lost revenue for a company. It's just insane and it's silly. So if somebody teaches you a new process, the first thing that you should do is try it out and know that it's probably not going to roll out the right way for at least the first 10 times that you try it. And if it does the first time, yay, you did it right. Congratulations. Whoosh, high five. Good for you, okay? But just know that it takes a little bit of time. It's like riding a bicycle. The first time that I rode a bicycle, it took me 6 hours to get used to it without training wheels, and then finally I got going. You know, with my dad pushing me around the block for 6 hours, I finally learned how to do it. It's the same thing with sales. You need to have a little bit of that buffer zone. But if you're worried about being rejected because you got a new process, that's silly, because part of the job of sales is to be rejected and to overcome it and know that everything is gonna be okay, all right? Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That would be fantastic. To the right or to left, there is a subscribe button. You know what you gotta do? You gotta subscribe. And then you can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, why not even LinkedIn? Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.